I really enjoyed the class we had recently on Devorah, and I want to be able to sum it up for you, whether you were there or whether you weren't. We meet Devorah the Prophetess in Nevi'im, and we learn a lot about her. There are a lot of different roles she plays, a lot of different jobs she has. So she's a prophetess, the text tells us that. She is a shofet, a judge. Text tells us that. And we know what it is to be a judge. We know what it is to be a prophet, even if we've never experienced that. She's a general and she leads people into battle. She sits under a tree. She is a wife. She is a mother. She is a woman. And to wear all of those hats takes a lot, really, to wear any of them. You know how it is just being you. So when you add to that, it's really hard. But the text tells us another role, another job, another title that describes her, which the commentators discuss, but never come up with a solid answer. And that is, she is Eshet Lapidot, which would be married to Wicks, or the wife of Wicks. And it is only in this text to describe Devorah. What I find interesting is you've probably heard Eshet something else, and that would be Eshet Chayil, which is also only in one text. It's only in Mishle, but the idea of a woman of valor. And Eshet Chayil, well, that took off like wildfire. But being a woman of Wicks, and Eshet Lapidot, really never became a trendy term. And I think that is wrong, because I want to talk about what it is to be an Eshet Lapidot, where you can find one, how you become one, just like an Eshet Chayil. So, what is a wick, right? A wick holds a flame. You got that. You got some flammable substance like olive oil. You've got a fire, but if you've got olive oil and you've got a fire, you've got nothing but a fire and some salad dressing. You need to have a wick as a conduit that holds that fire safe, and so it can continue to burn. You need the wick to able to control the flame and to be able to share the flame. So the wick keeps the fire burning. It sustains that heat and that glow. And from there, that fire and that flame can be shared. So first, what does it take to hold that fire? How can you be a wick or married to that wick, be a woman of the wick that you hold that fire and you keep it sustained? We can talk about self-care. We can talk about so many things, but how do you hold that? Right? That's step one. And also, how do you find that fire? And for Devorah, it might have been a little bit easier because she was a prophetess. So the Almighty was speaking straight to her. We don't have that luxury, so we have to find the fire and then hold it. So that's 2 steps. And the third one is sharing that fire, being able to spread that from your flame to another wick. In the time of the text, we didn't have the many terms that we have now of being an influencer, of being an inspiration. But that is part of being an Eshet Lapidot. You have that fire, you feel it, and you share it. You inspire others. Yes, with divine Torah truths, but with everything else too. That you're able to connect and inspire and share others with joy, or with calm, or with laughter, sharing that good and lighting other people's flames. So, my Eshet Lapidot, I need you to figure out how to sustain your own wick and how to spread your fire. And it's no wonder, really, that Eshet Chayil, that we like to talk about on Shabbat, we sing or say right after. We are the Eshet Lapidot who light Shabbat candles. And we welcome in that flame, and it holds on that wick. And that flame of Shabbat is to spread shalom around us. So, my Eshet Lapidot, I hope you are inspired by Devorah. You're able to be a wick, share the fire, and help others be a wick too. Eshet Lapidot.